Yay! It works. Okay. Oh, perfect. The sun's in my eyes. Okay. Hold on. Hold on, check this out. The direction I'm looking when I'm looking right at the TV seems a little weird. Check this out. Boom. I finally made a calibration hotkey. Hell yeah. I didn't know I could do that until like a couple days ago. Also check this out. If I look too far away and it loses tracking of me, I mean it still tracks the hooves. I couldn't figure out how to turn that off. But otherwise I just freeze. And when I come back, instead of locking back to the center, it looks way better. I think it looks way better. Anyway. Oh, I clicked out of the game. I'm stupid. English. Oh! I thought I hit English, and my eyes tricked me into thinking the screen started fading out, so I just sat here instead of noticing there was a confirm button. Have you played this game before? No. I remember when this game was new, I think. Well, it's already barely visible. I mean, it's barely visible there. But I'm just gonna leave it at the default, because I generally like when my games are slightly brighter. Please enter the current time. Really? Okay. Oh, no. It did say PM, right? Oh, I hope so. Why do you have to input that? Can it not just pull it from the computer? Man, 2013 was a different time, even though this is like a modern re-release of it. So I remember when this game was new, and I know like tiny bits and pieces about it, I think. I'm gonna slightly turn it down. Also, yes, I'm playing a Source Engine game with a controller. I was too lazy to move my webcam over to that screen, okay? Sometimes you just want to sit here and not think too hard. Okay, I think sorry, what? Okay, that's probably a good thing to know. Yeah, alright. Yep. What do you mean? You know what? Let's flick that on, why don't we? That might be useful to have on. Just so that I can, you know, just in case. That seems like the right thing to do while streaming a game. Just be able to go like, hey, this part, maybe mute. Okay. The end is loading. Fun.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Where's the DJ Hero music?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Okay.
Employee number 427's job was simple.
Turn it down in my ears.
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons.
Oh, sorry, you can see my mouse cursor. I'm gonna turn that off
came to
just
him
in case,
for a monitor
so you don't have my mouse cursor stuck on the screen the whole time. I didn't mean to. I clicked because I was clicking back into the window and I accidentally skipped it. Hold on. What if? Oh crap. You know what? Who needs plot exposition? Is there a jump button? No, but I guess I have a slap a key on an invisible keyboard. You can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it. Cool. I got 2 achievements for mashing the A button. Thank goodness. Oh god, this feels really weird. Oh, this feels like it might be a little motion sickness inducing. For anyone who's not good with, the stuff moving around quickly. I apologize.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, that feels reasonable.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace
What's on that
of his
screen?
co-workers.
Do I have like a zoom key? Oh, I turned off the computer. Actually, I'm gonna settings. Oops. Did not mean to change that. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, sorry, I have a crouch. I don't have a zoom. Sorry, just because I was playing Portal and that had a zoom. At least I seem to remember this being Source Engine. I don't remember if it's not, but feels like the right time. I'm just gonna shut all the computers off. What does that say? Be my Valentine. Aww, wait, that's really cute. Aww. Awaiting input. Oh. I need to come back and hit this every time I restart the game, don't I? I bet that's what it is. Can't go in there. Oh, username access? I don't know, maybe I need to be paying attention to what's on these computers. I genuinely don't know. Like, I don't know what this game does or anything like that. Like, okay, I have a vague idea of what this game does. Like I don't think I could have gone, like, 13 years of this game existing without knowing bits and pieces, but...
When Stanley
like,
came
I know
to a
about
set
this
of two
scene.
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
And, okay. You know what? For once, I'll listen to the narrator. But what if I don't want to? Okay. I had to know. This one doesn't have, I was hoping that one didn't, because it didn't have a number on it, that meant I could open it. Isn't this the room where he turned himself into a pickle? Funniest shit I've ever seen.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
I don't know if
Stanley
that's actually in
decided
the
to go
game.
up
I
to his
swear that was a
boss's
tweet
office,
that these...
hoping he might find an answer there.
Useful. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Hey, guys, you need to adjust the keystone on your projector. Does anyone have the remote? What is hot? Profits, 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 profits. Is this Mr. Krabs? Is this Mr. Krabs' Tinder profile? I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Monetize free to play. That's just the modern games industry. That door closed behind me? Yes.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Well, I'd say you're the boss, but no, you're not the boss. The boss is apparently somewhere in here. Is that... Executive bathroom! I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. What does that say? Sergeant, that's a lovely purse? Extreme bathrooms and Time magazine. I was really hoping I could flush the toilet. Can I wash? No. I have no reflection, which it really shouldn't surprise me. Is that like a candle with no candle in it? To be fair, a bathroom seems like an awful place to put a candle. Because, like, you have no way of watching it, rather than just sitting in the bathroom for the entirety of your life. Hello? Is that a... What is that? Business strategy! Don't do that. That's... Oh. Oh! Wait. Is this the boss's office?
Stepping into his manager's office,
Oh.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
This is a really
What he could
elaborate
not have
April Fool's
known
Day prank.
was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
Okay,
But
1,
of course,
3,
Stanley
3,
couldn't possibly have known this.
7. Oh no.
Yet incredibly,
Okay.
by simply pushing
Thank
random
God.
buttons on the keypad, Stanley
Uh-oh.
happened to input the correct code
Uh-oh.
by sheer
Uh-oh.
luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I definitely almost forgot that number. Now we're getting to the this is just a movie set built in a warehouse. Happens every time, you know? Wow, it's very dark. Is this even visible on stream? This probably isn't at all visible. Don't worry, there's a service elevator over here. Time to get Tower of Terror. Loading, 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 loading. I watched a playthrough of
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest,
Sorry, I don't
as
wanna
though he
help the
felt
narrator.
more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
I see. Oh! Ugh, that's dangerous. I watched a playthrough. I watched a Rin play Superliminal recently, and I'm getting like shockingly similar vibes from a couple things.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Really not being subtle here, are ya, Mr. Evil Boss? Escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would, but of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
I keep accidentally cutting off the guy.
Still on board with death?
Okay, well now I'm curious. Are you lying to me?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No. No. I'm not going to. Make me.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward.
Yes.
And willingly confront his death.
Yeah, why not? Oh. Hello. What? Is it an incinerator? Oh, yeah, there. I thought this had opened up into a larger room. Yeah, this, okay, maybe Mr. Narrator Man is correct. Oh! Oh God.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Yeah,
Stanley
understandable.
can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
Can I
Perhaps
get
his
out of
death
here?
was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
How do I get out?
Farewell, Stanley.
How do I get out? I need a jump button!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator,
Ah.
as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Yeah. Welcome to hell. Okay, I'm sorry, game. Where's the brightness option? Wait, where is it? Oh, I want to turn it up. I want to actually see what I'm looking at. Am I sorry? Am I literally just going straight past it? Why are you running at 59 hertz? That's weird. No, surely I'm not this. Okay, I don't actually see a brightness option. All right, well, I guess we're getting real dark and moody lighting. Anyway, what the hell is that? Roll credits.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I don't know. Good question. I think I already took a path that brought us in the meta direction.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh, whoa! Oh, that's cool. It's the entire office pathway as like a model. It's like an engineering mock-up, or maybe not engineering, like a design mock-up. Oh, that's trippy. I never saw one that was playing solitaire. Employee database. Employee 427 status offline. That seems a little worrying. Wait, what are all these? I found the museum. This is a weird thing to run into, to be the first thing I run into. Oh, it actually was roll credits. Look at that. Huh. Well, there's two different directions to go. I'll go this way. The office. Ah, yes, cardboard boxes. Where would we be without them? Can I use the photocopier, please? That would be fun. What is that? Maintenance room. An early version of the maintenance room. Is this actually all just behind the scenes stuff? Ultra Deluxe announcements. In December 2018, we announced the Ultra Deluxe version at the Game Awards? Really? Was that the Game Awards? Cool. This feels like this might have been added. Like, this whole area might have been part of that, like, the deluxe version. Warzone. We designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. I don't think I was meant to go here first. This is such a weird thing to stumble onto first. Narrator emails. After the second trailer, we asked people who to email the narrator for questions. We had initially planned to use these for the promotional materials. We never found the perfect use for them. Here's a selection of those emails. I shouldn't look at these too much because I feel like oh I feel like some of these might be from people who've, you know, seen more of the game than I have, you know. The Lounge, an early version of The Lounge. The Office, hell yeah, pencil sharpener. The Cargo Lift. Wait, what is that noise? The Apartment Timer. The apartment ending. Yeah, I'm definitely not supposed to be here. Oh, this might be useful information, though. Maintenance lamp. The flow of hallways following the first two doors was important to get right, since players will replay them so many times. Hey, so remember this! Make sure you remember these! This map will be useful to see what other endings you can get. Oh, this is another, like, oh, it's not quite. The game is now paused. Is this like a thing I can play? Oh, maybe it is. Oh, no. This is trippy. This is wild to be 15 minutes into playing a game. Hey, this looks kind of familiar. I don't think it's the same. Countdown room. Countdown desk. Exit. Yeah, I should probably,
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Okay.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me.
Oh.
You can still save these two.
Oh?
You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now.
Okay, I trust you. Maybe I should have let the dialogue finish, but like I was about to die.
This is the story of...
Oh, perfect. Now I can actually see the cutscene.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee
Excellent.
number 427.
I probably should have let the
Employee
dialogue
number
finish there.
427's
That
job
might
was
have had
He sat
something
at his desk
notable
in
to
room
it.
427
if
and
I
he
waited.
pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is
Those
what
are some really
employee
precise
427
timings.
did every day.
Like exactly
every month,
34 milliseconds? That's not easy.
and although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor.
If you've been sitting there for an hour and that
one
only
showed up
then
to give
do
him
you think something's up?
instructions, call a
Listen.
meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself
Nah, maybe
unable
that's
to
why it took an
move
hour
for the
then.
longest time.
Fear.
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
There we go. Alright, now we can see the whole opening cutscene. Excellent.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh, now can I play with the
Stanley
photocopier?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh.
No matter how hard
Well.
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What a weird place to for me to end up having gone to first. All that. Alright, where's that one computer that... Yeah, this. Aha! I was right. We'll see what you do. Now I'm curious. Oh, it's a coffee stain. I guess from here it's meant to be like, oh god, blood! And then no, it's just coffee. What does it say on it? Oh, fuel! I hate Mondays.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, so like, there's a big mind control room on the left. If we follow all of that. There's a lounge over here. I know this now.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Again, where's Groundhog? there's a Steve Gunner rip of Groundhog that replaces the DJ talking with a couple lines from this game, and it's really good. So a couple lines I remember from that, and those two were some of them.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth
This is also
admiring.
one.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley
I mean,
simply
it's
stood there,
fine.
drinking it all in.
It's just a little bland, you know. These pictures, I almost called them paintings. They're clearly pictures. Should be a little larger.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Shut up! I'm
Room
judging your
so
interior
utterly
decoration.
captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Yeah, listen. The first thing I did walking around this place was end up in a museum, talking about you know.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on...
Shut up! I'm talking.
...reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Yeah, all right, buddy. Insult my personality all you want. I do that enough. Myself.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Hey, listen, I got the first place that I went, which I'm not sure actually was an ending. Yeah, I might have screwed that part up. I'm allowed to be self-aware now. I've seen that this is all an orchestrated thing. What does that say? Number 1 dad. Who farted? Oh, does that say I love mom? A little hard. Oh no, that's another I hate Mondays. Fuel. God, of course the papers genuinely have like a bunch of stuff written on them. It's probably nothing all that interesting, but also sadly I can't get in here. Hoping it would give me a drink. Anyway, I've clearly pissed off the narrator enough, so
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Oh, that's adorable that you think I'm going in there. I know your games now. Yeah, no, I'm gonna just go here. Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
It's incredibly he wasn't fired years ago is also dialogue from that rip. All right, good to know that I didn't that I didn't majorly spoil myself by listening to that rip like 30 times. Listen, I just like Groundhog, okay? It's a good song. Alright, seriously. Is this not a really weirdly designed room? This is an office building. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Why don't I trust you? It's a great question, really. You told me that the way to the left was my death. As far as I know, you were right. Seems more so that someone else intervened. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what game you're playing at. I never saw what was in that mind control room you were leading me towards. Maybe you were trying to, I don't know, free me from some kind of corporate hellscape prison. Maybe. You raise a fair point, Mr. Narrator. Maybe maybe we have gotten off on the wrong hoof. Maybe, just maybe, I'll trust you there. Maybe so.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
The red door, huh? Alright. Alright.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
This is an awfully dark room, buddy.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Being awfully... Why is there a light floating around in there? What is this, floating candelabra looking? Wait, those aren't... What? Oh, okay.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel...
Well, it is pretty.
I actually feel happy.
It's very pretty. I mean, listen, I can see that there's a way out over there. I'm not that dense. I can also see that these are... I don't really get why I don't trust you, though. So you know what? I'll let you have this one. Okay, I want to see... I got awfully close to the edge, and I was like, can I fall off this? Well, yeah, this is rather nice. But forever? I don't know if I want to just sit in the same place forever, bud. It's a little boring. Sure, it's pretty and all, but... You know, it's just a bunch of floating circles. I've seen better than floating circles. It is really cool looking though. Like that. It looks like the Metroid Prime 4 crash. All the color blobs. If it was like a little more purple, it would actually look like almost like exactly the same. Oh, all the green ones disappeared while I wasn't looking. At some point, I assume this is gonna fill up the whole room. Let me watch that bit and see, like, does it like just like compress back in? Oh, it kind of does. I thought it was like filling out a complete shape. It looks like the red ones have stopped. I'm just kind of curious whether or not, like, if I sit here for long enough, anything actually will happen. This is just gonna loop. God, this is weird. This is weird for my eyes to look at. I've not looked at it for too long. Alright, well, yeah, this was nice. But, I think I'm done now. Content warning! This section contains suicidal themes.
No, wait. Where are you going?
This is your warning. You might want to mute until the game restarts, or skip ahead in the YouTube video.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
I mean, yeah, I can go back out here.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Yeah, no, I want to know what happens.
No. What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
Yeah.
You hurt me before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you? Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
I mean, I survived a really long fall earlier, didn't I? I fell, like, real far. Ahem. Yeet.
No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Yeah, sure. Just for you. Oh my, I'm actually walking slower. Oh man, I broke my hip again.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Yeah, I mean, the stars are pretty, but like that's not all I want to spend my life doing.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this. No, no, what are you doing? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
No. Listen here, buddy. You have a point. But I don't want to just stand in the same room looking at the same projections forever. So, don't mind me, I'm gonna do a sick 360 off this one. Woo!
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
I mean, yes, I can. I can do that. I don't know why I keep doing it.
Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
No, I can't really. I know this trick. It's a giant IMAX dome projection screen. I know what this is. I don't want to sit in a giant IMAX dome projection screen for the rest of my life. Yeah, Soren's real nice, but I wouldn't want to be there forever. And you can't make me.
No,
this walking speed is
not.
real slow. Sorry, pal. I'm in a time loop. I can do this however much I want. Death.
My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
No, I'm actually
You're
having a
literally
great
willing
time.
to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
No. I don't want to go see something else in your game. It's a time loop. We're playing. It's a Groundhog Day. You know how this works, right? Are you aware of how that works? Here, I'll show you how it works. You go down here, and then...
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
I don't know, did something happen? Listen, man,
Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
Okay, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, I'll admit, buddy. But I mean, hey, you know.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
I mean, I can just sit here if you want. See, listen, man, you know, when I'm playing the video game and I'm just sitting in a room for ages, it don't really do a whole awful lot, you know? You know, it's just a room. So, unfortunately, we are just going with a little bit of column B. Sorry, pal. Thankfully, I can still crouch real good. My legs may be broken, but they're still working overtime. Alright, now listen, pal. I know this looks real bad. But man, you know, is this really the only place that we have to go be? Let's go. We can just go have fun somewhere else. Somewhere a little more interesting than an IMAX projection dome. Alright? You understand, right? Bonk!
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Oh, maybe you're sick of the whole time loop. Yeah. I guess if you're stuck in the time loop, hell, I can see why that would be annoying. But hey, you know.
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
We can have fun in the
Stanley
time loop
decided
together.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We can have fun in the time loop together. We get... Wait, where's the one that needs to keep getting pressed? Wait, where is the one that needs to keep being pressed? I thought it was this room. Is it not this room? Oh, it must be too early. It did immediately restart. Okay, I must have just walked past it. Oops.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let me see what you're really trying to show me. The real thing you're trying to show me, pal. I think you're right.
Not a single person here.
I think we
either.
did start a little wrong.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to.
Okay, sorry, I am cutting you off, but hopefully that's proof that you know, I'm willing to listen.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Listen, man, I'm trying to trust you here. You don't gotta give me snark.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Yup. Excellent. Now I'll go down. Excellent, excellent. All seems to be going according to plan. And now...
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Why, yes, I will. And I suppose I'll press this button, huh?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I don't know. Let's see. I like that it's the, oh no, it's not the same type of computers. Actually quite different. Employee Observation Protocol. In the case of a Class 3 event, close system gates and consult with supervisor. Prime your consoles for info dump. That's the only thing I could read off of that one. Oh no, I think actually a lot of these papers are the same. Whoa, what's all that? Oh, just a bunch of numbers. I wonder if that's from... kind of reminds me, there's like a book of random numbers. It's... I forget what it's useful for. There's some computer science thing it's useful for.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Wait, hold on. 427. You can't see me now. Some of the screens are a little busted. Some of them look like they're not working properly.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Is this really mind control?
He refused to believe it.
This is...
He couldn't
I mean, it's mass surveillance,
his
that's
own
for
life
sure.
In someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Oh, I have bad
Had he
news for
truly
you,
spent
Stanley.
his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I have real bad news for you, Stanley. But
here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh, this is a scary looking circle. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure I want to stand down there. Console disabled. Maybe I need to turn power on to the place. Though I'm a little scared that turning power on will, you know... No, it actually says activate power cells, yeah. I'm a little worried that it'll turn it all back on, and maybe turning a mind control thing on is a little bit of a bad idea.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
By turning it off, right? I think I killed him.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight
I mean, I kind of know
streamed into
some
the
of
chamber,
those.
he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will
I'm not
be
sure about
his.
that totally, but
And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
well, it's not quite open yet. Now I'll get out of here.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility.
Damn, how many choose your own adventure paths are there going to be out here?
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Huh. So why didn't I trust you? Beat the game! Got an achievement for that.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Good
Stanley
question.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Mayhaps.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah, where's the computer I meant to keep pushing the button on? I thought it was you! Huh? Odd. I could have sworn.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Gladly.
Yet there was not a single person here.
Wait, is there a
either.
giant hole in the
Feeling
center
a
of this
wave
desk?
disbelief,
Sorry, what the
Stanley
hell
decided
is
to
this
go
table?
up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What is this table? Is it glass in the middle? Oh god, I hate that. Broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Didn't even notice this room before. Sorry. Oh, it's just
There
just
was
like
nothing here.
a winding
no
of
choice to make, no path to follow, just
rope.
an
It looked
empty
like a
broom closet.
radioactive
No
warning.
reason to still be here.
Okay, well, I'll trust you, Mr. Narrator Man.
Coming
Just kidding.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken
All
that
right,
risk?
there's another
All
content
because
warning.
he
You might
believed
want to mute for a bit.
everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All
Crazy?
of my
I was crazy
co-workers
once.
blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
I mean, you're
And
right,
as
it
Stanley
doesn't.
pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled.
Oh,
this
was actually
is
the
all
right
a
time.
dream. Oh, what a
yeah.
relief Stanley
Almost.
felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his
I
job.
mean, dreaming, yeah,
he wasn't
fair enough.
crazy after all. And he thought to himself,
I have weird dreams.
suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Yeah.
So, he
why not?
imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself
So I have.
soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he
Oh, man, it
remaining
really is the
so
Tower of Terror.
lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
Oh,
Why is there a voice in my head
Dictating everything?
everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice
Okay, listen.
describing me,
Is-
thinking about how it's describing
not
my
normal?
thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream.
wait.
How could it be?
We skipped
Was
a couple
Stanley
rooms
simply
there.
deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he
Oh,
doesn't
no,
have
wait.
to take responsibility for himself?
Are they in a different
Stanley
order?
is as awake right now
Oh, the time
as he's ever
changed.
been in his life.
Oh, none of them are.
Now, hearing the voice speak
Right.
these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
Yeah,
Did
yeah,
the
yeah,
voice
yeah.
not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
Yeah.
That this was
Yeah,
a dream.
yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Yeah, let's do
He
it.
felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back,
Uh-huh.
the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream.
Yeah.
I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
Yeah.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything
Hi,
will
bud.
be fine. I am okay.
Ah, damn it.
Stanley began screaming.
Ah!
Someone wake me
Oh.
up! My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real.
Hey, this is what's happening to
Please,
Stanley
can
right
someone
now.
Tell me I am
This is
real.
what his brain is
I
doing.
must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Sorry, it's really easy for me to make jokes about this because I'm just looking at this and I'm like, yeah, I've done this before.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings...
Maybe not in
and
relation
walked
to
her
dreams, but
place.
oh.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body
Oops.
of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy.
Okay, this part hasn't happened to me. I
Everyone
haven't
knows what
collapsed
crazy
on the
is.
sidewalk dead yet.
And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
Keep telling yourself that, pal.
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Oh, you heartless monster. Well, that's rude. Oh, what? You're so full of yourself you can't think, oh, maybe I should help someone.
All
No,
his co-workers were gone. What
I'm
could
going
it
to be
mean?
mean to that
Stanley
person.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he
Who
couldn't
cares if
find
you
a
think the
trace
person
of his
is
co-worker.
weird? You can at least try and be helpful. I have opinions. Yeah, now what if I go back? Oh, I can't. No, because now I'm thinking like, all right, listen. Just because someone might be a little strange and a little kooky to you doesn't mean you shouldn't have basic human compassion. Human. Horse. It's all the same. I swear I can't find the screen anymore that you had to input in over and over again. Did I screw that up? Huh, weird. I hate Mondays.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sure. You know what? No, I know where I want to go. I know where I would like to go this time. There's an elevator up somewhere that I haven't been to yet.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips for not getting
Feeling a
tired.
wave of
Talk less.
disbelief,
Do
Stanley
unbelievably amazing
decided
work
to
all
go
the time
up
every
to
day
his
with no
boss's
expectation of
office,
promotion
hoping
or
he might
recognition.
find an answer
Resent
there.
coworkers for not supporting you more. Let it ball up inside you. Don't do that. Monetize free to play. Sorry, those look like... These look like they were made in Excel. The charts. Those look very familiar. Okay, so I am gonna go up.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
go up
walked
here.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright. Excellent. But now we're gonna go in here. Because there's an elevator over here. And I'm gonna choose to go up. Up. Oh, hell yeah. Real elevators should have elevator music. I'm just saying. Like, this sort of thing should actually happen in elevators. I swear I heard someone mumbling there. Okay, no, I think it's just the music being weird. Like, imagine how much more fun it would be to be in an elevator. I mean, I know elevator rides don't normally last that long. But, like, some smooth, relaxing elevator beats. Just saying, it should be real. It is! The narrator is humming along to the music. See, this is the fun we needed to have, buddy. This is what we needed to do together. I mean, I know you kind of talked me into a mental breakdown, but, you know, the voice inside my head does that all the time, so I understand. This is not the kind of things I expected to be saying today while playing this game. I guess that's what happens when, you hear about a game for like 13 years, and it's like, I don't know what this is about. I'm sure nothing will go wrong. Does this elevator ever end? Wait. Did I fall for that? I'm standing in an elevator simulator, aren't I? I'm in an elevator simulator. Of course I am. Shoot, can't back out of that now. I thought maybe that would go somewhere. So how else could I change the outcome? Oh! Oh! It moved! That's why I couldn't find it. Oh, well, I'm very glad I looked at the computer monitor then. Interesting. Okay.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Oh. Do we know the drill? Can I was gonna try and put in, just spam different numbers. Oh. Keypad. Oh, wait, no, the keypad does work. Can't see it. I wanna input the code again. Ah, crap. I wanna mess with you. Ah, it's really hard. The game is exactly as dark as it looks. 2, 8. Oh, no, that's 2004. All right, I can't see. That's interesting. It plays out differently if I've already been here. Well, I have already been here twice. Maybe that's why. But I know what I'm gonna try. I know exactly what I'm gonna try. And I'm sorry, Stanley. You're not gonna like what I'm about to do.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control.
So I know what's over there. That's the museum over there. Maybe it's also something else, but...
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I wasn't gonna do this. I was curious to see if that elevator went somewhere. It appears that elevator is just for the funny.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
But
their true nature revealed.
there is a
Each
different
bore
button
the
I can
number
press.
of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers.
There is a different button I can press.
Reduced to
And
images on
I'm gonna
screen.
admit, I feel a
And
little
Stanley,
bad for
one
being
of
this
them,
excited to see what it
eternally
does.
monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I mean, you could convince me that this is just actually what's in the basement of, like Amazon headquarters.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
A lot more
His
screens.
own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Who knows?
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or
5?
content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded
Wait,
from
wait.
this very
There's
place.
other buttons to press
And
in
as
here.
the cold
Hold on,
reality
hold
of
on.
his
I
past
didn't see
began to
this.
sink in, Stanley decided
3.
that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle
I really
the
regret
controls
setting
once
the brightness to
and
the normal
for
level.
all.
1. Two. 3. It's up there, isn't it? Shoot. I think it is that. It's definitely blocked by something, it seems. Unless there's something else I can do. Unless there's like some other... I think it is up there. Alright. I think I know what I need to do in order to get that to work, and it's what I came here to do
When at last
anyways.
he found the source of... Oh, Stanley. You didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I'm turning
After you
GLaDOS
kept
back
you
on.
enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley. I applaud your effort, I really
It's
do.
red.
But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls
I know what I
off
was supposed to do.
and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode,
Nuclear?
eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Oh.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
Okay,
Mere
it's open.
moments
It's
until
open.
the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More
Good thing I
time
found
to
these
talk
buttons
about
earlier, huh?
you, about me.
You can't Metroid Escape sequence me.
What all this means, I barely know where to start.
You can't Metroid Escape sequence me. I know these games.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are. A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
I know how to do
All right,
this.
I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
Okay.
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons
Why does it say
endlessly
3?
and then dying alone.
Why does it say 3?
Other
Oh
times,
shoot.
I let the
Oh
office
no.
sink into the
I
ground,
wasn't meant to just press them in order,
swallowing
was I?
everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
Crap. Oh no. I've realized my mistake. I've realized what I need to actually do.
Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you.
I pressed 3. I pressed 3.
Go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Oh, crap.
But I'm enjoying this so much.
No.
You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These
Thanks.
are precious additional seconds, Stanley.
4.
Time doesn't grow
4.
on trees.
4.
Oh,
Update
dear
the
me,
screens.
what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
It was...
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room
Wait,
was
3,
capable of
2,
turning
1?
it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
Oh, crap.
These
Okay, we need to go.
buttons.
We need to get out of here.
These colored ones.
Uh-oh.
Or maybe this big red button. Or this door.
Press any key to send
Everything,
power surge.
Something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your
Incorrect.
purpose in this place is?
Incorrect. There's...
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment.
1.
But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving
1.
along.
1.
It's
1.
just seconds ticking away to your death.
I know!
You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you
Who?
made humble.
Purple. Purple. There's got to be a purple
This
one
isn't a
somewhere.
challenge.
There's got to be a
It's
purple one
tragedy.
somewhere.
You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
Purple!
That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until
Uh-oh.
a big boom and then nothing.
Uh-oh.
No ending here.
Uh-oh.
Just you being blown to
Uh-oh.
pieces. Will you
Uh-oh.
cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All
Oh,
about the
no.
joke.
Oh,
And
oh,
believe
no.
me,
I-
will
the-
laugh
the
at
screens
every
aren't helpful
second of
anymore.
your inevitable
I'm dead.
life From the moment we fade in
Okay.
until the moment I say,
me out, let me out.
"Ready, erupt."
Wow, that was a sudden explosion! I guess that's accurate, isn't it? Well, that was an experience. There's gotta be a way
All
to
his co-workers were
pull
gone.
that off,
What
right?
could it mean?
It sure seems
Stanley
like
decided
it.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay, where else can I go? Oh, I'm like kind of invested in this now. I mean, I feel like I was invested from the moment I ended up walking into the museum, explaining everything. New content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean? New content?
New content. There's stuff over here. Can I go in here? Dang it. Okay, well, I'm going in the new content door. I'm easily pleased. Shiny new content? You know I like shiny new content. For a game I've never played. Oh, this is...
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable
Yeah, I do know
is a
that.
video game released in
I do know that. I
2013
do know that.
on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home
Damn,
computers.
this is a really weird dark ride.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
This is a really weird dark ride.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Would this game just do that it would put me back in the exact same office and there's nothing different? Or at least nothing different on the
Okay,
surface.
So far, it's an elevator. Nothing nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Yeah, let's hope, huh?
Is it broken?
Uh-oh.
What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's
Damn, they
on
have
to
to
the
start
new
hiding the loading
content.
screens now.
I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
All right. Well, we're going somewhere.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if, oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Oh, I love meta humor. This is right up my alley.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Hell yeah! They told me there wasn't a jump button. I knew they were lying. I knew they were always lying. It's fun while it lasted, huh? Sorry, I really like the detail of where the tape overlaps. You could see like two different layers of it where it's differently colored. That's an incredible attention to detail. Like I don't know why you would go through the effort of that detail, but whoever did this, I noticed. I noticed and I cared.
Is that it?
I guess so.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Well, there is another elevator, so let's hope. I like that these are astroturfed elevators, by the way.
I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes, I knew.
Is this a commentary on the state of the games industry?
I'm ready for whatever it is.
I'm interpreting it a little bit as such. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Oh, the narrator's gonna crash the hell out.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality
is that real?
Signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me.
Well, there's definitely a gimmick. Just saying.
What do you say, friend?
Nod. Yes, I agree. Thank you. Oh, that's really funny. I like that. Whoa! Uh-oh. Narrator, help! It changed! Narrator, help! Narrator, where are you? I'm scared! Even though sometimes you're my enemy? I don't know. We have a really weird relationship.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Wait, one sec. I'm gonna look over here. Oh. Yeah, no, I'm not going in there. That looks too normal. Coffee nut and a screwdriver. Loading. Actually took a sec.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
Excellent!
That's our little secret. Take a look.
Ooh. Narrator, what have you been cooking up? Oh, hold on, my computer's freaking out a little bit. It can't handle this brand new Stanley Parable content.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences
OBS
of my
is
life.
dying looking at
whenever I
this.
want.
That's actually really funny.
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Too much is being rendered all at once. Gotta go inside. Ah,
You see, Stanley,
2013.
Doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful
Is it the
Stanley
Steam
Parable
page?
was
It
before it was
is.
sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in
Is that
October
Cyrillic?
2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity.
Don't
Back
forget.
then, it all
Hey, wait, that's
meant
Deltarin's
something.
thing.
Oh, the waste.
Isn't this like an old Microsoft Office box? I feel like I've seen something formatted in this exact way before. This might be an actual trophy that the game earned. That might be an actual model of one. What's this? Oh, it's a BAFTA. It's covering up The Last of Us. Nice. Yeah, you can see through this. Yeah. Our first kiss, my first car, the release of the Stanley Parable in 2013. Oh, are these like the script? That's fun. A bunch of postcards. The original remake. What is this toolbar? I've never. Wait, is this? Oh, it's Windows 7 Firefly. I think this is Windows 7. See this. Six components of a great corporate. These are probably just actual news articles. I think these are actual news articles because that's just the Washington Post. Good times, good times. A trip down memory lane. I don't know. Could be an actual CD they released. Oh boy, it's our first dollar! The Stanley Parable demonstration. Oh, I was hoping I'd be able to click on it and actually interact with it. Unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. Is that a thing? I would believe that. If I remember rightly, yeah, this. I know about this achievement, the don't play for 5 years, because I think this game changed it to 10 years. I don't remember, but I think this achievement still exists in the game, and it's a very funny achievement. I like that. I don't know how that works. I don't know how they can program that. Like, I guess your save file, which nowadays is in the Steam cloud, probably, just has the date of the last time you played, and then when you boot it up. I don't know why I'm thinking about this so much. Stanley Parable, game innovation, debut game, story. New video game releasing today! Creators surprisingly down to earth. Rutgers goes from scandal to new crisis. Okay. Colleges show uneven effort to enroll poor. Costs hinder new tack to achieve diversity. 50% off designer hat. But a small creature owns the other half. Hey, I mean, I'd be okay with that. I think these newspaper things might be the only ones that aren't, like, real. I'm assuming that the BAFTA nominations are real. I feel like that's a thing. I mean, I don't know for sure that the game got nominated for awards, but... I remember this being... This game was a nice piano. This game was a big deal when it came out, so it makes sense.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be
I'm pretty sure this exact review it shows up in the trailer, actually.
That's how grand and
I kept seeing "Don't read any reviews"
Stanley Parable was.
When I clicked on the page.
Every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator
I remember
content.
Dear Esther. Oh my god, look! Google Plus! And a Pinterest share button on a video game article. I would like to believe that this was a screenshot taken like years and years and years ago when this article was new and not something from Wayback Machine. But I choose to believe. Ooh. Can't go in. That would have been fun. Mess with the memory. I haven't played this version yet. Hello. Well, if you haven't played this version yet, you might want to pay too much attention because this is new content. Time Person of the Year. Very blurry. I don't have a good joke for that. Someone who didn't learn how to use the focus on their DSLR. I don't recognize this, but I assume this is actually like a screenshot of like the game engine. I don't recognize this. Actually, is this? It almost looks more like CAD software. A little bit. I don't know what I'm talking about. The only one that I could probably recognize by pictures is Unity. It's on a Mac. Have they replaced it with a pear? Oh no, it looks like they replaced it with a different fruit. This is the French flag these colors in this order. It just looks like the French flag, but they squished it. Apologies if I got the flag of France wrong. It's fine.
Here's another moving passage. This time
there it is, the Source SDK. That's probably what that was.
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most
repeatable carpet textures.
Rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Yeah, see, that might be true, but I booted up this game, and it didn't boot up in 600 by 800. So, you know what? I'm good. I feel like it would be a lot of work for me to be able to do something for a marathon like that again. I appreciate the offer, but I don't think that I would be able to do much interesting. It's just been too long. Hey bud. The Serious Room, 2013. Do I need to do it? Hold on, let me go read the review. What website is this? I don't know which website this is. Oh, it says up there. Oh, it is GameSpot. Mr. Narrator, man. We're a little stuck. Hold on, let's go to the maintenance room.
The These were simpler times, Stanley.
Oh, it actually is open now.
What I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
I don't know. You seem curious to find out, though. Is this where the bad memories live?
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam.
Oh
The
no!
online video
Not the
game
Steam
distributor.
reviews!
I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Oh
These reviews
no!
were glowing as well, weren't they?
Not the Steam reviews! Oh no, whatever you do, Mr. Narrator, don't sort by negative! It'll destroy your mental health! Oh no, the recommended review!
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his
Oh, no.
humor and
Oh,
dialogue
no.
proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny!
Uh-oh.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Oh my god. My time with being able to sit down and speedrun things has just passed. My brain doesn't work that way anymore. I don't really mind. I got my fill. I did cool stuff. I feel like in a sense, that's partially it, where it's like, oh no! Narrator, don't look! Don't look! Uh-oh, there's another one over there, and it's not even blurry.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Yeah, don't worry, bud. There's always going to be negative Steam reviews. Just because something is overwhelmingly positive doesn't mean I won't leave a negative Steam review about Silksong. I didn't, but you know. Where are we going? Oh, over here. Once you reach age 25, your brain develops and you realize speedrunning is terrible. I mean, I haven't quite gotten there yet, but I don't know. I think I just got bored, honestly. And it's not like, you know, I'll still play Mario from time to time. I don't mind it. It's just a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Nice concrete.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for. And
Alright, so now I'm gonna sit here until you stop talking, and I'm gonna see how long this goes for.
Rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once.
How long until you think this dialogue loops?
Blah 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 blah
How long?
blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime.
It can't be.
It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices.
It does look
okay. By becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably.
You're a male bear now?
Until
Nice.
the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see.
Everything all at once.
Blah 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 blah.
That's the name of a movie.
We've eaten too much and
not
it can't be
quite,
just yet. No, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to
Okay, so I think this has actually
nearly
looped. So
10,000. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps
How did I get all the way
less of a
over here?
rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto.
Oh, I'm supposed to press it again, aren't I?
Very briefly, and you can tell me what you think.
I was just listening.
So my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice.
I mean, yeah.
That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've
Listen,
ever
don't make me
been,
think too
making
much
every choice to which you've ever
about
given your
sentience
great
and
gift of
choices,
mortal
all right?
and yet timeless thought?
That does
Or rather,
that
to
don't go
all
well
of
up
the
here.
choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite. You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, bud. I lost you a quarter of the way through
and
that.
slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it. But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone?
Yeah,
has a
it really
mouthful
does. You're
that is
right.
rich with ambition and history.
Yeah.
Ambitious history, if you will.
Yeah. I agree.
See, now you've gotten me going back to manifesto.
Yeah,
Heavens, at
yeah,
this
yeah.
rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay,
Yeah.
look. I have a method for exactly this sort of situation.
Okay.
And I do find myself in this situation frequently.
Understandable,
I'm going
yeah.
to say
Rambling
each
is easy
word
to do.
back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor.
Understandable.
It is
Okay,
an
yeah.
unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations.
Yeah, all right, give it a try. See if it
Here we
works.
go.
See if it works.
Treatise, manifesto, treatise.
Oh, come
manifesto,
on. The answer here is
treatise,
obvious.
Manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise.
Come on, you're even saying manifesto in a cooler
treatise,
way.
Manifesto, treatise, manifesto,
Come on, it's pretty
treatise,
obvious one of these is cooler
manifesto,
sounding than the other.
treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise, manifesto, treatise.
This might take a while.
manifesto, Treatise. Well, there, sport.
Which one did you
really
prefer?
did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a
Okay,
thoughtless display
see,
of
the problem is that
self-absorption,
now
it's right at your
now I
fingertips
want
to go,
I
"It's
want
all
everyone
over."
to have this
Oh,
whenever
I
I
can't
start
wait to see
talking.
what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works.
Maybe that could be
Perhaps
useful.
that would have been the smart thing to check on
Enjoy your
before I
steal.
went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change
Seems like an
their
awful lot of
review
power, don't
so
you
that
think?
the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial.
I'm not sure
Something
you
along the
actually
lines of,
want that.
"This game is the best game." Let me start over. How about this? "From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality."
Why wasn't there a subtitle? I mean, I know I'm probably supposed to press the skip button again at this point, but... He's not talking. What am I going to skip? Fine, I'll press it.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been...
Oh, the door's
spinning
gone!
is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated.
I mean, you're
and
right.
we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here?
Yeah, the door did
Door
close.
go.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a door that led into this room?
Yeah, there was.
I do feel quite certain that there was one here before.
You're not crazy.
How else
You're
would
right.
they have gotten into the room in the first place?
You're
I don't
right, you're
think
right.
One can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window, or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these.
I think this
All
might
want
be
is for
the
us to
only
move
answer,
on
'cause
and
presumably this is
please step away from the skip
up to
button.
a-
go
hooked up to a
anywhere
duct.
other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it
Actually, yeah,
go?
we could probably rip this off.
Just ram your way through a wall?
Let's find out.
Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me.
Don't worry, my skull is...
We need a door. We need a door
Thick
of some
enough
kind. I
to
can
deal
work
with this.
any kind of door, as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way.
Do you know what a
I
reciprocating
promise.
saw is?
You just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please, please, please do not press the
Yeah,
skip
don't worry,
Wait here.
Oh.
Wait here for me, and don't press the skip button. Got it? Yes. Good. I'll be right back.
Okay, good luck with that. I'm gonna... Yeah, alright. My skull isn't thick enough to pull that off. I mean, we could definitely get through that, right? Just... These cables are probably thick. You think I'm strong enough to pull this fan out of the wall? You know, if I press the skip button, I don't have to wait until he comes back.
Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll
Do we
be
really
made
have
to
an
sit
alternative?
here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it, and I have to believe I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking and thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise.
Yeah,
Oh my
so...
God. And
So,
it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea
Listen,
who
pal. Listen, pal. You just gotta...
Did it ever really matter?
You know.
But here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about
Oh,
me.
yeah,
The
mood.
merest
Yeah,
mention
yeah.
of one of my
Understandable.
imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child. Wild and impulsive. I can't help myself.
Yeah,
I
understandable.
can't
Yeah.
stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury to alter and to change and to break anything unbroken, if only it pleases this one
It
person
does
who
seem
made
like,
a
yeah,
single
yeah.
negative
You know,
comment.
do the whole...
What does such an impulse serve? For whose benefit?
Anytime you do anything
Here I
remotely
am, now
wrong,
stuck in a room,
you know,
waiting for you to press this button.
react
Frozen in
violently.
time, knowing that you're going to do
I
it,
understand.
and I'm going
I
to be
get it.
stuck all alone, and that I had the power to prevent it all from happening. If only I'd held my tongue. It's all out of my control now. Just you. Just your decision as to exactly when you're going to make me suffer, to leave me all alone. Surely you will. I don't doubt it. Surely you'll press that button again, leaving me here. And surely you'll put your own desire to see what's next ahead of my need for company, for companionship. Surely you'll not be moved by my howls of fitful anxiety, that you sit with me and just stay here. Oh, no, 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 I know you too well.
You do.
You'll be leaving me oh, my God. And it's all because of those
Wait.
reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head.
Wait,
I
you
just
weren't finished
couldn't
talking.
Ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem?
You weren't finished!
Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to
Oh,
me?
sorry,
I've never
pal.
even met Cookie. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
How many weeks have I been here? Okay, just one, really?
Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking, and you saying nothing.
It's just more so that you just
Would
can't
you
hear
think
me.
that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all.
Yeah,
it
no,
isn't
yeah,
even
yeah.
close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button.
Yeah.
That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
needed
different.
there to
It's
be a
different.
vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed.
There's a difference
Stanley.
between
Not
talking
the
to
outcomes,
yourself
not the
and
story. None of that matters
talking
anymore.
to no one in
I'll
particular.
give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words
Yeah.
that I'm saying, I need to
Yeah.
know you
No,
can
no, I
hear
get
me.
it. I
Because
get it.
maybe,
I just-
Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe
I
I'm
have
not just a
bad
fiction.
news. I would
Was I
not...
scared of that
Listening
all
to
along?
me,
Perhaps.
or me listening to you making you real,
Perhaps
yeah,
I've
so
been
the problem
scared
with
this
that is that
whole
I'm
time.
not
And
real.
If I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards
So,
into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying.
Yeah.
I can tell that I am becoming less and less real. Yet to speak to you now, I am alive.
Yeah.
I am truly and
Yes.
completely here. I am a being. I am someone. I am something.
You don't gotta
I am
preach this
being
to me,
listened
man. This is-
I am being
I'm
recognized.
thinking about this every
The
day.
emptiness between us has collapsed, and I feel right now like I am not a work of fiction. I feel as though I occupy space in this world again.
Good.
I've cast a
That's
shadow
good
onto
for
the
you.
wall. You see what I'm saying, don't you?
I do.
You can see what this means.
I do.
I'm so clear about it now, Stanley. I
Yes.
feel as certain about this as I've ever felt about anything at all.
Yes.
I
Yes.
feel
Good.
renewed.
Good. Excellent.
I feel
Good.
restored, and already I can sense the looming silence as you will press the button for the next time. What a terrible dread it strokes in my heart to think of it. To think of returning to such coldness. Come, let us sit in silence together here for just a moment. Let us anticipate it. Let us welcome it. Let us not run from it.
Yeah. Let's do that. Here, let me sit in the light. So it's a little nicer than going over in the darkness, you know? It's an enjoyable silence. You know, I found that the way that I think is a little different. I pretty much entirely relied on just talking to myself for a real long time. So an entire part of my brain just sort of became something that no one ever heard from. And I kind of wasn't really the intention. I didn't really want to give that up. But at some point I had to. And it's a very different feeling when the entirety of your brain just sort of is no longer trapped inside itself. It's weird. But I think it's better. It seems a lot better. You know, not just letting your own thoughts sit with themselves forever. The longer you do that, the more they just become more and more twisted and nonsensical and all wrapped up in thousands of other thoughts that sit around for ages. There's a feeling of release and freedom that comes from putting it out into a world where you know someone could be listening. They don't even have to be listening, but just the idea that presence. That make any sense to you, Mr. Narrator? I hope so. I hope so. Oh, good chat. I'm sorry.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities.
Yeah, there
I
is.
felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life.
Oh, you too?
All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously.
You got delight out of that?
I was consumed.
Impressive.
I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events, not if all events existed in the same moment. And I felt freed. I felt unburdened by the need to manifest a particular outcome into being. I saw that I could allow myself to exist along all timelines, and that each of them was simply a strand in the web of my being. It was incredible. The spaciousness, the equanimity of the moment, both singular and infinite. For the longest time, this was my experience. And then this moment passed, and the most unyielding fear I have ever known crept into my mind.
Yeah.
And it is this sensation that I have been experiencing now for longer than I could have ever expected was possible. I have been waiting for you. Not that you might save me or do something to fix it, but merely to state for you the plain fact of this manner of existence. I wish you to feel afraid as I do, that perhaps one day this state of mind will consume you as well. Perhaps you will somehow, in some way, have to live as I do now, and I wish for you to know how excruciating it is, and for you to be in true terror of its eventual arrival. If I can only do this, only this one thing, perhaps it will bring me the smallest moment of peace in the darkness.
I mean, I know you're kind of talking like you're, like, an all-powerful, omnipotent god and all that sort of thing, but, like... Yeah, I kind of know. I get it. I'm gonna press the button again, because I have to know what this does, man. At some point, I'm gonna get to the sun exploding, and, well, that would be cool, so, you know. I think at this point, he's just dead. And see, this is what happens when you dwell on the past too much. Oh, that's an awful noise. Oh, can we not? Oh, please stop. Oh, stop. Stop, no, let me turn off the alarm clock. Let me out. Let me out. No. Shut up. Alright, nope, we're not staying here.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny.
Oh, you
It was
are
meant to
still
have a
here.
Point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time.
I don't think
If
he knows I'm
someone
here.
wants
I
it,
think
then
he
it's a
is
crime not
rambling to
bring it into
himself right
being.
now.
Have we been
just
given
hide
to
from him.
indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives. It has come to represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people, because otherwise, without our entertainment, we have nothing. Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside
don't mind me,
ourselves.
buddy.
We would turn to look at
I'm
our
just gonna see what
deep
happens when I do this. Maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just asleep. Boop.
The end is never the end.
Oh, uh-oh.
Is never the end.
Uh-oh.
Is never the end. Is never the end.
Oh, no.
Is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the end.
Oh, no.
The end is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the end.
Oh, poor thing.
End is never the end.
Don't worry, bud. I'll put you out of this misery eventually. After enough button presses. After enough button presses, the world will end. I can free you. I can free you. Don't worry. Death even comes for omnipotent narrators. I'm sure of it. Damn, this must be a real crazy windstorm considering this room is still entirely sealed off from the outside world. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's not sealed off from the outside. Anyway! I played the Portal 2 mod a little bit ago. Oh. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Well... Let's not worry about that. Oh, whoa. Oh! I have to know. It doesn't. Okay, the crosshair doesn't even appear anymore. We're free, Mr. Narrator! I did it! Are you proud of me? Damn. I thought Mars was red. Shows what they know. Ah, excellent. Welcome back. Oh, cool. Oh. Oh. Excellent. This is a fitting time to end up in heaven. Oh, OBS is freaking out again. It can't handle circles. Sorry. This is what happens when I stream PC games. My computer can't do it, considering the fact that I'm also in stop motion right now. Oh, wait. Oh, hell yeah. Now I get why it's heaven. Now I understand. I get to push buttons forever. Forever and ever. It's very fitting to end up in heaven right after what just happened. Though I feel like after what I just did... Wait. Wait. Oh, I thought I could press all of the buttons eventually. What do you mean they light back up? That's not satisfying. The satisfaction of popping bubble wrap is that once you've popped the bubble, it's gone. You can't just give me buttons. I have to be able to push the buttons. I have to be able to accomplish something. Is there any escape? I don't want to be in heaven anymore. I thought I had a task to complete in heaven. God, OBS really is dying looking at this. I have no idea why. This is what happens when you got this thing in 3D over here, I guess. The game is now paused. Like, I don't know if there's anything to do here. Which is... Does she know the narrator is now about to mention this exact fact about popping bubble wrap? I think the narrator might be dead. I think I killed him. I think I killed him, and we happened to end up back in the office, but, like, this is like an astral projection. I don't think we're real at this point. I think this is actually hell. I think this is actually the consequences of my actions. I think that's what this is. Oh god. Oh god, that's trippy looking. Spin. It's not gonna look nearly as well because the frame rate is dying. Okay, I'm gonna, don't mind me. Yeah, I guess I can just go there whenever I want now. So, that's convenient. One person's heaven can be another one's hell? Yeah, exactly. Wait, the phone's ringing.
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Yo, I didn't remember any of that. Where's the narrator? Oh, no, Oh, no, he's dead. Just because he didn't say anything there. Well, if you insist.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
I'm a little scared of that. After what I just did to you. I mean, I think you remember the loops. It certainly seems like... Oh, it skipped the whole, Dark Ride segment. Okay.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable.
No.
How roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version is.
No. Don't ruminate on this too much. Don't ruminate too much on this.
And any new content for it.
We saw how that went last time. That went really badly.
To get this ultra deluxe nonsense, I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh no. This
You see,
is gonna end so badly.
A measly re-release with a few minor additions. Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
This is a trip. I commentated a GDQ hotfix run of this game. I did not know that. That's
Calling
neat.
it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
I really like the Ultra Deluxe
What does it
name.
even
I actually
mean?
really like that,
But
Mr.
the
Narrator,
Stanley
man.
Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented.
Oh, hey, look! It's Windows 10 now
progress,
instead of
innovation,
Windows 7.
And long-term franchising potential.
That's amazing. Guys, when you put sticky notes on the wall, you are supposed to write on them. You know, apparently a little more useful. I'm sad I can't interact with the Great Demon Kings. That's unfortunate. You know, I am a little thirsty. Certainly one way to do wall art. Certainly one way to do wall art. Sticky notes didn't make laws. Imagine. That would be a good bit. Are those gonna close? Yes, they are. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Oh, hell yeah! The cool red section of the chart. I think this game came out before Lost. is loss? Time to find out. To the Googler! Away! Loss is on Wikipedia, so it'll say there. 2008! So the original version of this game definitely, what is... Oh, more The Stanley Parable. I saw TSP. Yeah, this was 2022, the original was 2013. I know this because this has been in the game. Look at the thanks for attending my meeting slide. That's amazing. Oh, wait. That one's is that The Last of Us? This one, with the, that reminds me of, like, the modern Resident Evils. I don't know if the other two are... Is that The Last of Us? I think it's The Last of Us. Oh, look, it's also in here as well. Where's the HDMI cable plugging the MacBook in? I know that, that layout. That's a MacBook. Nader, I'm surprised you have so little to say right now. The third slide is the beginner's guide. Oh, really? Okay. That is not a game I've heard of, actually.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be.
Don't worry, that's
Let's
very
take
apparent.
a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize
Who took the red marker? Me.
Concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development.
Sequels are
is not
good.
more of a
Portal
fuzzy
2,
magic
Half-Life 2,
than
Batman
anything
Arkham Asylum
scientific
2,
or logical,
City,
really.
Divinity Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, and Dark Souls 2. Are you sure about that one? You sure about that one? Also, I like how I've actually played 2 of these games. Wow. I've played video games. At some point, I'll play Half-Life. Wait, what are these? Oh, just the Stanley Parable 2 is the sequel to the Stanley Parable. Wait, the prequel? Oh, okay. I see what it's saying. Ooh. This way to the show floor. Oh, excellent. Excellent. God, you guys really booked out a lot of space on the E3 floor this year. What the hell's your marketing budget? You got a bus in here? Damn. Yeah, this is what the E3 show floor would look like. Yep. Yep. Ah, yeah, there we go. Beautiful.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
The button that says the name of the player that's playing the game. Is that actually something I could press? Because I'm very curious how that would work. The reassurance bucket. Oh boy. Merch. The infinite hole. Oh. Please, no screenshots. Wait.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version,
I was hoping I'd
the
get an
office
achievement
could
for
use
that.
a bit of decoration, like balloons.
I was
But
hoping
I'm
I'd get an
undecided
achievement for
on
that.
Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I think Get Well Someday is... This is something I would say. I would say this. I would absolutely say this.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
I mean, yeah, it's your choice. This is just the joke that I find funnier. Humor's subjective, buddy. Oh, wow, it's everywhere!
Oh, actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're
Free,
moving on.
new, and easy achievement! Oh, you know, I love my student. With the Student Association of Physics, we visited a company today. This demo room really gives the exact same vibes, only satirical. Really something to think about, huh? that you look at this and it's like, huh, this is a satire of something, and it looks exactly like someone who's trying to do this exact thing seriously. Maybe perhaps this is saying something about the people trying to look like this seriously.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Okay, for some reason, this visual looks like it should be, like, the Outer Wilds or something. Let me just, Oh, boy. Oh. I've been teleported. Collect them all! Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them?
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward
notice it's
for it.
spinning.
Absolutely tragic. You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back
Yo?
to Stanley
Yo?
2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first
Oh,
time you saw the
no!
jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
No! I've been punished for my actions! Damn it! I hate when the consequences of my actions come back to haunt me. Anyway, I am very curious about the infinite hole. Was it in there? Oh, no, that's where I exited there earlier. I'm very curious. What? I have a really terrible joke to make. Please know that I'm making this entirely lighthearted, and this is not meant to be taken as an insult at all. Damn, gender's complicated these days.
Stanley,
Ooh,
here's
nice
an
hole.
idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever.
That sounds awesome.
Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Oh, the ceiling is coming down. Whee!
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
So, like, how far down can I go?
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back
Yeah,
to the
but it's
top.
an infinite
Maybe do it
hole.
on the sooner rather than later spectrum.
It's
of
an
things.
infinite hole. You gotta understand, it goes forever.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
You did what?
Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley.
New mug!
I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things.
Why
we
there's
didn't
so
mean.
many cigarette
Why don't
butts?
we just put all this behind us and agree?
I mean,
to
I
just
guess
call the
if it's an
hole
infinitely large hole,
Mystery
that's where people would put
Infinite.
them.
If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole. and we
No,
can move on.
no, no.
I'll
We have
just be up
we have
here
different
and
definitions of infinity. I'm going to do this in protest. hoping that you will say something snarky in return for me being obnoxious. See, the problem with me playing a game like this is that my brain can't figure out easily whether or not the game is, like, genuinely telling me there's nothing more for you to do. Or not. Like, this is a game that you're specifically designed to, like, or specifically designed. You're meant to mess with this game. And so the way that my brain works is, like where are all the decision points? And I think I've sat here for long enough that it's probably not one. But there are absolutely moments where I would have just, like, walked away from my computer and let it sit for an hour if I wasn't doing this live.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
The mostly infinite hole. I mean, let's not think too hard about how infinite works. Go back in. Oh, that's a good idea. It's a really good idea. Yeah.
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
It is.
I couldn't help
Look at
but
the light
feel
at the
like
top.
You spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole.
Yeah,
but
because I was
didn't
looking
think
at
it
the
was
top to
that
see how far down
infinite.
we'd got. It's
Well,
a
I
good
suppose
indication of
once again,
progress
there's
now that I
nothing
know
to
where the
do
bottom
here.
is.
If you decide
but-
you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
You know what? I think I've had enough of the
I'm
hole.
positively
You know what? I don't
thrilled.
think I've had enough of the hole.
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
I have a better question for you. What if we go back up and it gets longer?
Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this
Yeah,
point.
it is kind of more of a divot.
It's more of a
ain't it?
concavity, or even a very aggressive divot.
Yeah, see, we agree on some things.
How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch.
Oh, it doesn't.
Oh, who am I to judge?
Oh, this absolutely
You just
doesn't
do
scratch the
whatever
itch.
it is you're here to do, and hit the teleport button when you're.
But
ready
now
to move
I
on.
can be a spirograph. See? Spirograph. Alright, you think it's gonna get longer this time?
Is the teleport button not working?
I thought I just hadn't pressed it hard enough.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
I mean, this is a beta feature, right? You're still working on the sequel.
Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Every pause button is a Roman numeral too. Who turned on the electromagnetic pulse? Meeting at 2 p.m. It's getting longer. Just the two of us? We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Isn't there a song where it goes just the two of us? I don't know if that's what this is. Well, it seems like it's trying to tell me to pause, but, change your perspective? Sure. Now can I get a fourth dimensional view? No. Oh my lord. Okay. So I can just change your perception. Yeah, sure, why not?
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
Enjoying that.
And I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
I was enjoying that. Hell yeah! Let's go back down! Oh. I was enjoying the hole.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Wow, it really just kicked me out, huh? Alright. Well, I want to see. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind,
I
my
am
first
very
addition
curious
to the game
to know
is
how this is gonna
button,
work.
which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
What's
Isn't
the
that
joke?
Wonderful?
What's the bit here?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature.
Okay.
Just play along.
Okay.
I promise
Okay,
you'll
yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Yeah.
I want you to imagine yourself living as
Yep.
Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim,
Mhm.
falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Okay. Okay, I can do this.
Jim.
Holy shit!
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Yeah!
Jim.
It's even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Must we?
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim.
Jim.
I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim.
Does anyone know what just happened the past 2 minutes? I thought there was supposed to be a button here. Where'd it go? Oh, that was weird. Alright. Does anyone else have this strange thought lingering in the back of their mind that their name is supposed to start with a J? Weird.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
2! Epilogue? Permission to post link. One sec. Free achievement! Sorry, I have to go get the free achievement. Let me, permit you. There we go. I want the free achievement, hold on. Sorry, my food is indeed ready, so... But I do want to get the free achievement.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well,
Oh, yeah,
we're
you told me
developing
about
the
that.
technology to
Yeah.
simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you.
Really?
It's as
Fascinating.
simple as that.
Really?
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Damn. Those look like mail trucks. Alright, hold on, let me see this real quick. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I remember that. Wait, hold on, which way am I going?
What
Okay.
else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
I'm not sure. Hey. There's... Oh, Settings World Champion? I thought this was the way to the epilogue, not... Don't worry, I can do this one myself. Boom, I'm the world champion of settings. Sorry, I'm actually gonna turn that back up, though. I just noticed controller vibration is turned on. I don't think I felt the controller vibrate at all. Alright, well, I only found one of the collectibles, but that's fine. I'm hungry, so... Oh, I didn't see the reassurance bucket. That's okay. I don't particularly need to feel reassured at this moment. I mean, I do, but I'll just cope.
Oh, goodness, Stanley, this is fairly awkward. I hate to do this, but before you leave, you really should go to the bucket exhibit. You see, there's a surprise I was going to spring on you later, and it involves the bucket. And I really do hate to break the illusion, but it's important that you go see the bucket, okay? All right, I'll get out of your hair now.
I understand. Don't worry. I get it.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical.
Isn't that the
it
point?
engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say
Listen, a
that
good video
after
game
much
should make you
consideration,
question reality.
I've engineered a clever solution to
Not
this
really.
fundamental problem
it's
with
fine.
the game.
It does that.
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime
Second I
you're
heard a sound that
holding
made me
the
think the
bucket,
TARDIS was
a
about
sense
to
of
appear.
Calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
Can I have it?
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes,
Yeah, I can.
the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Okay.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Cool, I'm keeping it.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. Would be neat. You know, this bucket would be better if it was filled with something. A bucket with nothing in it is a little, I don't know. You know, I think the bucket would be happier, fulfilling its purpose. You know, bucketing. What's that? Hey, does this convention center have a lost and found? Ah, well, that one random woman taught me a lesson earlier, and it's that helping others is, apparently a thing for weird people, so. Wait, but never mind. This Big Brother is watching. Hey, no, I've seen this before. No. Nice try, buddy. I ain't walking into the theater for extraterrestrial alien encounter that easily. That's real cute that you think I can fall for that trap. Just kidding, I'd absolutely love to fall for this
what
trap.
do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear
I like
yet
the
how
hole. That was
exactly
fun.
these features will come together as one
Yeah,
single
you knew that
coherent
already.
video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
Am I?
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Ta-da! Oh.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Look at the...
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Yeah, I see.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own.
Yeah.
They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly
really?
work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen.
It's an interesting idea.
A title screen that says with bold
Almost surprising no one's come up with that idea
uncompromising
before, huh?
conviction, this is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Any new subtitles? At all? Subtitles options. Okay, all the options are the same. Credits. All this still appears to work. These probably would work. Go ahead, view credits. Hey, that says Ultra Deluxe. That's not the game name we're on the title screen for. It's still an early test mock-up, you know, I understand.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company
Oh my
in a
God.
big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in
Those
what
are still
order.
really precise times.
This is what employee
Like, that takes some
427
serious
did
skill.
every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley...
I was expecting when I hit
happy.
begin game that it would just put me back in the same room I was in before, and he'd be like, so
And
what
then
did you
one
think?
day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up
Oh,
to
I
give
love
him
all the
instructions,
balloons.
call
I
a
love that they're
meeting,
still here.
or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
That's a little
Something
weird
was
looking,
very
though.
clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen
yeah.
solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay.
All of his co-workers
Okay,
were
I know,
gone.
like,
What could it
my
mean?
food is ready.
Stanley decided to go to the
one
meeting
sec.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
One sec.
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up.
Bucket?
Why was he not doing it?
Where's the bucket? Where's the bucket? The bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Oh, can't go this way. Excellent. Excellent.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Yup. Sounds good to me. Are there balloons in here as
Still
well?
no one was here.
Aw.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Can I get another bucket?
Stanley, can you feel it?
The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong.
I have to keep the bucket.
This is your bucket.
I have to keep the bucket.
This is your companion.
This is my friend.
Lifelong friend.
This is my friend.
Coming
This is
to
my
a
friend.
staircase,
This is
Stanley
my
and the
friend.
bucket walked
My
upstairs
bucket.
to the boss's office.
Here, bucket. Bucket, I want to show you something. Bucket. Bucket, I'm so sorry.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire,
Were it
if
not for the bucket.
soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Something. Is that just that showing up?
Stanley
It is
just sat
that.
around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Yes.
Was the bucket guiding him?
Yes.
Yes. This is certainly the most logical explanation.
I gotta get to the end of the bucket ending, because Oh!
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Excellent. Alright, come with me, Bucket. Once I get to the end of Bucket Route. I just don't know if I can get back to Bucket Route, which is why I didn't want to close the
elevator
game.
raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
An emotional support bucket is a completely sensible
Stanley
thing
and the
to
bucket
do.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
I need to know what the dialogue is if I walk over here.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Oh, you can't give me a branching path during Bucket Path. Well, I mean, there's actually been a lot of branching
But of
paths,
course,
but...
Stanley and the bucket thought better of it and realized they simply had too much to live for.
I know what I must do.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to
I
themselves.
love this. This is great. Just me and my bucket.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Don't worry, Bucket. We're gonna make it through this together. I have something to show you,
Was the bucket
Bucket.
under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
Don't worry, Bucket.
What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
You won't need to think
These
about that for much
questions
longer.
raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
You won't need to think about
He
that.
screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Yeah.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Don't worry,
As the
Bucket.
cold reality of his past began to sink in,
Don't worry,
Stanley
Bucket.
decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would
Hey, it's not
dismantle
going to
the
exert over any
controls for
bucket
good.
lives either.
Two best friends,
Okay?
Stanley and the bucket,
Let's
up
not
against
forget.
the world. They high-fived in a really cool way.
Of course.
And the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Sorry, I gotta do my bucket voice. Buckets are conductive. Get short-circuited, nerd.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to
Admirable.
begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
Ooh, interesting.
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support. What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped?
No.
Was
No.
Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
No.
An unbearable silence filled the room.
No.
lingering
No, you
and
can't take this
unsettling.
from us. You can't
Until
take this
finally
from
the
us.
truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the
No,
facility
no,
itself
throw bucket!
recognized the incredible calming presence
No!
of the bucket. Needed
No!
the soothing
No!
warmth of the bucket. Who go to any length
No!
not to part.
I'm not letting you stay here. I can't let you stay here.
Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about
No.
it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
I ship it.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Wait.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Okay,
missed a
bucket's still
memo.
there. All right, we're good. We're good. The sequel is now paused. Yeah, Okay. So I've accidentally locked myself into the sequel, apparently. So that's interesting. Fascinating. Fascinating. Okay, well, I'll probably play this again, because I'm invested. That was great. That was amazing. I got 3 achievements and that's it. Which is fascinating, really. Wait, hold on. I'm hovering over some of the achievements. There are some. Yeah, there it is. Wait. Play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday. Why have 3.1% of players done that? Alright, well, anyway, I'm hungry.